Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Asita Campaign. Last time, we warred against Worsty, our neighbor to the southeast, and conquered some additional territory, expanding our control over the Asitan cultural area. And with this newfound population, we've raised a larger levy, in this case of 6 cohorts, which we're now using for our new war against Zarzuti. We also just broke our alliance with Talahit, who may or may not retaliate with a war declaration while we're preoccupied. It could happen, but I'm hopeful that it won't. I'm playing a little bit risky here, but you know what? I feel like I can handle it. And if necessary, we can always hire the newly increased Bastid's mercenary force over here with the 6 cohorts. I told you this mercenary force would grow. Just needed to give it some time as a last resort if absolutely necessary. But I think we should be okay to take on Zarzuti, who we have a significant population advantage over. They have no allies. I will let them come down to Worsty, as I don't really want to fight them in the difficult mountain valley terrain of their homeland. I'd rather take a defensive fight in the farmland at Worsty thanks to my fort, but we'll see what we need to get up to here. Right, I think we're going to just go ahead and resume. I guess, let's see, 5 PI, change these. Let me take a look and see how the barb power is looking. I kind of wouldn't mind the barb power, at the very least, getting down to 0 in my core territories if possible. Let's see. What are we looking at, Civ? Hold on. How do I... Here it is. Let's see. Civ value at this point. 16. Okay. I think... Yeah, we should be able to keep the barb power at 0 by having Civ level here. Even if we don't have Civ effort going, so that's fine to keep, I think. Plus, we can't change it anyways. It is what it is. Now, do I want to actually do another colonization? I kind of think I might. I do have enough manpower, and I need to continue growing my my nation as we go. It might be worth grabbing Narumi, just so we have this. Let's see here. Population-wise, we've got 5 population here versus 4 and 4. Yeah, let's go ahead and, now that we can, colonize Narumi before Tulahit gets it. And yeah, 20 PI. We will go into the negatives on PI just briefly, but we will have enough manpower for this. And I think this is probably fine. I know doing a manpower expenditure right as I start a war, probably not seeming like the smartest idea, but I'm going to roll the dice that we can get away with this kind of aggressive action. Alright, there we go. Okay, and incidentally, my levy has now grown back to 7, so if I'd done this earlier, we would have been able to have a slightly larger levy, but I think we should be completely fine. Let's go ahead on speed 2 and proceed. Now, the Zarzutian army should arrive in my territory sooner or later. They can, I guess, technically go around Worsty if they go in, if they enter Waranis from Winzias, and they come around like that. It technically could happen, but I'm going to wait and see what they do. They're not going to be able to see my army where it is, so they should come this way sooner or later. It's going to take them a while to move through the mountain valleys. It's definitely worth it to not fight them in the mountains if I can avoid it, so I think it is worthwhile to just wait here and take my time. We're in no rush. Let them come to us. Could even, you know, we could even do one more colonization if we really want to. Grabbing Usa before Tatiwas grabs it might not be terrible, but then again, if they colonize it, then I'm saving myself on PI and manpower. I think we'll just leave it as it is. Here they come, okay. That's what I expected. Yeah, we definitely have the numbers advantage. 3.69 morale versus 3.54. They are led by the 9 marshal. Hold on. Oh, this is a chiefdom. Okay, you know what? I missed that. So this is led by one of their chiefs, not their main guy. 9 marshal, though, is still worth noting. We have our researcher pretender. Paganu is disloyal. Not ideal. Don't think there's too much I can do about this. Not really. I could give him free hands, but I'd rather not if I don't need to. I think it's fine. We don't have any civil war problems or anything like that. One thing I could do is I could actually pay higher wages to reduce everyone's corruption. And it might be worth doing this early on, just to keep corruption under control. Let me actually see really quick, what's my corruption levels like across the board? Maybe around 2. This would slow it down, and I think I can afford... Yeah, I think this is worthwhile. Let's start to... I mean, it's not going to fully reverse it, but it's going to slow down the corruption gain across the board by quite a bit. I will take that. Let's wait and see where this guy goes. If he goes any direction except for into Ajami, he'll have to go into the Warsti zone of control. Okay, he is going up there. Let's try to catch this guy up here. I'd rather not attack him into the deep forest as well. It's also a pretty bad bit of terrain to do an offense into, but plains and farmland, that is fine by me. Alright, I think this guy is going to die in Arhesia. Alright. 22nd of May. Here it is. Oh. Okay, he is out of here. Alright, let's head back over to Zarzuti and get to it. Probably could have beat him just fine in the mountain valley, but no reason to take any risks. We're playing the long game here, and all these very hard difficulty modifiers are going to stack up in a big way if we're not careful. In fact, do I even need to keep morale on full? I think I probably will, just to be on the safe side. Who knows? There might be a barb invasion of some sort or another. Any number of things could happen. There's that war happening over here between Tatiwas, Parabalha, and Gasiti. In good hands. The ongoing war has taken up most of the attention of King Ukura as he leads our armies to inevitable victory. While Asita does have bureaucratic momentum, there are many issues that await the capable hands of the legitimate monarch. In the absence of the king, Consort Yarawia has taken on some of his responsibilities and is doing her best to address the most pressing concerns. Commendable. Alright, as long as Ukura the First Takis remains either a prisoner or a general, while Asita is at war, Yarawia will attempt to assist our country. That's fine. Sounds good to me. What do we have here? We got full garrison, so no shenanigans here. We'll just have to siege this manually. Unless we get a breach, then I might do an assault. In fact, I probably will do an assault if we get a breach, just to speed this up. Fortress under siege. All right. Oh, yeah, they got the tribal levy system going on, so that's fine. They're not going to siege any of my cities. They don't have the numbers for that, so this is perfectly fine. You know what? I think I might do another colonization. I'm playing it real risky with the manpower here, but I really need to consolidate my control of these provinces. Now, this here will give us no claims on anybody. Okay. This will actually get us all the way to Triumph. Okay. This one here gives us the claim on Solusa. Okay. Alright, that gives us a way to fight the Solusa tag. Perfect. So actually, getting this colonized is good for our mission. Let me go ahead and do it before I second guess myself and think it through more carefully. Let's go ahead and colonize Waranas. Alright. A wartime colonization. Bazaar in Asita is done. Very nice. Let's give it a tick. No more trade routes. Okay, well, later we will get more trade routes. What's my ratio like now? 25%, okay. That's good. These guys are pretty split apart, not too concerning. Oh, I got a breach. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm going to let this siege tick finish in case we get a big loss in their numbers, but I think I might just do the assault. Of course, it's the time that I'm not looking that we get the breach. Defender's Desert, that's exactly... That is... Okay, me not noticing the breach when it happened is made up for by this amazing luck. What is my siege luck in this campaign? Getting early sieges, we're getting breaches, and then Defender's Desert right after. Alright, we're going to order the assault. We've got 1250 infantry. This should be doable. All active force requires standing force to man the walls and operate patrols. This is how many soldiers are currently present in the fort garrison. Oh yeah, this is definitely doable. The sacking of Zarzuti. Ukara, the first Takis, has led his men to glorious victory during the siege of Zarzuti. The enemy flee in disgrace, and all that is left is to decide on how to treat the residents within. Needless to say, these spoils of war are likely to cause us back, and Asita to admire Ukara greatly, but leaving such wealth in the hands of one man could cause problems in the future. Okay, now this is, again, more Ositan territory, although this actual tile is not one that I really plan to keep as a city, honestly. Mountain Valley is not great for cities, so I'm probably going to demote this, but I would like to keep the population, to be honest, so I think I will go ahead and let the looting be gentle. Again, this is core Ositan population, no reason to throw it away. Alright, now we go ahead and just wait for the rest of this to transfer, and then we win the war. Alright, we lost one of our sheep trades, or no, hold on. What did we lose? Actually, yeah, it was one of our sheep trades. Can we reach more things now? Not really. Let's trade the sheep back in, I suppose. Trade with Ebla. Okay, I guess we reach them somehow. It's a little questionable, but alright. Go ahead and... Do I lower and re-raise? I probably will want to because of the population growth I'll experience. Alright, so with that in mind, lower army maintenance. Wait for these to transfer over. Alright, sue for peace. I will go ahead and conquer this. Zarzutian Malati to Asita. Okay. It moved the capital, of course, because this game is really great. By King, the Louis local power of Zarzuti accepts our generous peace offer. Zarzutian Malati to Asita. Alright, the Zarzutian elite. After a protracted conquest, we have finally routed these Zarzutian armies and laid waste to their lands. During the sacking of their capital, many important prisoners were taken, many of them having previously held important positions in the Zarzutian clan council. They now languish in our dungeons, awaiting whatever fate we decide to impose upon them. Imprison their leaders, let the rest disappear. 12 cohorts? Holy moly, I'm real glad to be lowering and re-raising after that. 7 months? That's completely fine. Alright, I think colonizing this won't move the capital. Let's move the capital back to Warsti, where it belongs. 20 loyalty, that's fine. Malati's capital should be at Warsti for all the reasons I mentioned before. As for this place here, do I keep the fort? I could, but I don't really need to once it's not a city, and it actually is not a city. I just saw that large population and assumed it was a city. It's actually just a settlement, so fair enough. But it will still be defortified. As for the rest of the tiles, this all looks fine. Okay, and let's go ahead and take care of this. Release you. Release you. Okay, we'll sell you. Sell you. I'll sell you. Definitely sell you, and ooh, that is a sale right there. Okay, very good. And now, Asita grows gradually and inevitably. Very good. Okay, now my truce with Tulahid should keep me from attacking them, and I believe it will. I'll kind of rely on them to actually attack me, and they do have a claim on me. So they can go to war whenever they like. at this point, I just need to colonize this, and then we are good to go on our mission. Yeah, so next up I'll be fighting Tatuas, although only once their war here is done. Padha. Actually, Padha's in a different war. Okay. This is a little bit complicated. So, Padha and Tatuas are both at war with Parabalha, but Gasti is only at war, rather, Gasiti is only at war with Tatuas and not with Padha. And Padha just got sacked by Padha. Okay, so this Padha war is coming in to interrupt things. Interesting. Well, we can't raise our levy anyway, so not too much we can do right now. Let's reinvest this money. Okay, I think do we want to just go ahead and grab the harbor immediately? More civ desired ratio, more import routes. Certainly wouldn't be terrible. Or we could build a port over at Warsti. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Or we could build a harbor or a bazaar at Warsti, alternatively. I don't think we need a port there quite yet. I think I will build a harbor here for even more civ desired ratio. No time to waste. We need that civ desired ratio nice and quickly here. Okay. We can't change any of our policies because we don't have any PI. That's fine. Let's resume. I'll also switch this from mandated observance to possibly complex tariffs once I have the PI for it. I don't need discipline too much at this stage, but maybe for a little bit longer. Trade more with the Egyptians, that's fine. Okay, so far so good. Okay, Padha won the war against Parabalha, but Tatiwas is actually still at war with Gasiti. I feel like this war should actually end on the tick. No, it does not. It's like a glitched war because these guys were brought in through an alliance call, I think. But I don't know whether or not Tatiwas actually has the... Wait. Yeah, okay, Tatuas, that's right. I don't know if they have the strength to actually fight these guys off. I mean, technically, while this is controlled, I'm not going to do anything. Nor can I. My levy is not raisable. But I will eventually try to get involved. I really would like Tulahit to attack me. That would be neat. I could send them an insult, but they already don't like me that much. And they will only attack me. I don't know who else they will possibly attack. I hope they colonize this, by the way. Save me some resources. If they attack me, I can re-raise my levy, and we should be good to go. Also, yeah, I'll keep my 40 minutes on, actually. I think that's fine. Okay. 2 years in, things are going pretty well. That's for sure. I'll unlock once my livestock. That's fine. May. Yeah, with no manpower, I'm not going to be able to get the mission done to get me a war goal against Salusa. I need this war to wrap up here. A discreditable dalliance. A young woman named Tapate, of little known until now, has arrived at the palace in Asita, bearing a baby who she claims is the son of King Ukara I Takis. After some cross-examination, it is clear that she speaks the truth, and the child resulted from an inadvisable lark at a banquet. This information is known by only a few of the most trusted guards and advisors of the king, and there is no doubt that it would damage the throne's legitimacy and upset the consort and any potential successors of the king. Well, I don't really need more sons. I've got plenty as it is. Let me go ahead and say, make this go away, I think. Yeah. I can gain the tyranny. That's actually going to help with my E loss, to be honest. And the gold is fine. The legitimacy is it's fine. As our stability improves, it'll get better. And we get some more loyalty with our consort. We will do that. These guys giving military access to either side. Okay, they're giving it to both sides. Okay. That war can proceed, technically. I think this is basically just a stalemate. Can I can't conquer there while it's occupied by someone else, can I? I just don't think I can. So I can reach Tatiwas, and this is not under siege, as far as I can tell. But I don't know how much that's going to be of help to me if I can't actually take this territory, which I need. Well, these guys are actually fighting Padha now. Yeah, Padha declared war on these guys. Okay. That's probably my chance to... Yeah, these guys are gonna get killed. The end is near. Alright. I think when I can, I declare war and I attack Tatiwas. Yeah, I think I do. Because I also, having my Levy raised and being at war may also increase the chance of Tulahit attacking me, which I would like them to do. I'm going to slide in and get Tatiwas under siege while I can. Okay. Let's zoom back up to full army maintenance. Raise our forces. Okay, and then let's go ahead and declare on Tatiwas. Take Lower Melis. Which is ironically this tile here. Now, one concern would be if somehow Gassiti wins the war and they take this tile, which I don't think they're going to be allowed to, it's too far away from them, it doesn't border them. They then would cancel my war, but I think that's unlikely. I don't think they're going to win the war in that way. I think they're likelier to actually be tag deleted by Padha before that happens. So let's just get this going. Take Lower Melas. Alright, we're just going to slide through like this. No need to reorganize. We got some donkeys now. We got a larger force here. This is a very good army, by the way, for doing assaults, so that's pretty good. Wish I had a few more chariots, but I'll take what I can get. I need these guys to not be here. Not like that. If you could leave. Okay, good. I would rather not trade with these guys, actually. Let me trade with someone else. Prisoner siege, good. Okay, good. Now we'll control the siege, and we just get the siege going. I mean, we have to wait for the siege anyways. May as well do it. May as well do that wait while this whole situation's unfolding up there. Alright. And incidentally, I don't think I need full morale right now. Unless these guys made an alliance and brought someone in, but I don't think that's very likely. I'm going to roll the dice a little bit here and go down to just... Well, okay. Having full morale would allow me to do an assault if I get a breach, so I will keep full morale going. I like to push it, but I don't want to push it that far. I gotta remember, very hard difficulty. This could easily turn around in a big way if I'm not careful. Speed 3 is fine. Now at this point I'm waiting for 250 manpower to get to Manus, then we can progress our mission. Status quo, okay, my siege luck may have started to run out here a little bit. Also, this should be under siege right now. It is, okay, you can see that. This is how you check when something's under siege if it's in the fog of war. Look at the food. a place under siege has a giant food malice of 150% reduction. It's always a telltale sign that there's a siege going on there. Although we could probably guess from the context clues that that's what's happening anyways. How's my research looking? 0.08, alright. Not too amazing, but could be worse. Status quo. Speaking of things that are not good, my citizen ratio continues to change. Lucky to increase a bit here. Harbor should help. Oh. I'll trade with these guys. Sell them the livestock. That's fine. Wow, status quo. 3 status quos in a row. That's pretty bad RNG. Alright, there it goes. Gassiti, they should be... Huh? Wow, okay. I guess the Tatuas army is up there, because this has been occupied by Tatuas. Not exactly what I was expecting. Interesting. I think these guys are not long for the world. Probably going to get carved up. Well, maybe. Harbor in Asita is done. Alright, there's my next 2 slots. Okay, what can I reach? Not much is the answer. Let me get livestock surplus from Ebla. And I guess more grain. Not too much more I can get right now. Let's just get grain for now. Trade with Eblites. 4 status quos in a row. That's like, that's pretty unlucky, wouldn't you say? I mean, luckily this is a moment where what happened? Did Ebla just die? That can't be right. Okay, I don't know what happened to these trades, but let's do it again. Oh, I lost my saffron. Oh, that really sucks. Who's this? Oh. Yeah, I see what happened. It's my saffron connect. Tarsa got killed by Adania. Shoot, alright, well, anything else I could get other than the saffron? Let me get the saffron again. Okay, actually, they will trade it to me. Okay, good. Whew. I want to keep that ruler popularity going. Also, shouldn't forget, I've got plenty of loyalty here. Loyalty is fine here as well. Do we have... We don't have barb problems. Well, actually we do there, but it's not in my territory yet, so it doesn't matter. This is probably fine. Yeah, everyone's right culture, right religion. Let's see. I kind of want to... Let's see here. Here's what I'm going to do here. I'm actually going to shift this over to centralized population. Yeah, this will encourage migration into the province's provincial capital. I want to move some of the pops out of these mountain valley tiles into Warsty. Centralized population. This policy will encourage migration into a province's provincial capital and speed up the migration of local pops, concentrating the population. A bustling metropolis, a sure sign of a prosperous province. Alright. Works for me. Alright, if we get a 5th status quo in a row, that's going to be... Okay, this... Okay, so this is very confusing, but Padha finished their war with Gassiti and just took this tile, which they bordered, and they left Tatiwas in control of the rest of Gassiti, which means Tatiwas should actually end the war with Gassiti and probably... I don't know what they would do. Can they actually take this territory? Maybe not. But either way, this should be freed up soon. Then we can swoop in and grab it. Right, that was the status quo, by the way, but it was not as good of a... I mean, of all the times to have bad siege, like, this is a pretty okay moment. Not too much happening around here. Catan wants my grain. I will trade it to them. food shortage. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. What's my migration rate like? This is pretty fast for sure. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, here comes the Patha army. Oh, Patha is still at war with, wait, Patha's at war with Tatawas? When did this happen? Weren't they allies with Tatawas? Okay, I'm a little confused, but Patha's here too, I guess. They need to get in line. There's a queue forming at the siege of Tatawas. Alright. Sure, if you say so. I need this to end. I'm worried that if I win this siege... Okay, here comes more Patha forces, I guess. Let's see if my PI. Plot, cut out the middleman. Lately, rumors focused on the increasingly frequent matrimonial tiffs between King Ukara I Takis and his consort, Yarawiya, have been circling the palace, creating an atmosphere that is dividing the court and repelling visitors. The darkest of these yarns tells of the imminent assassination of the king by the consort's hand that Ilumbeli Takis, the heir to the throne and child of King Ukara and Yarawiya, might succeed the throne immediately under the consort's guidance and thus bypass the king entirely. This breed of gossip needs give Asita pause. Is this true? I don't think this is possibly true. I guess I will surveil her. I mean, it might be true. I am, in fact, a daring, weak-willed, lustful man, so I wouldn't blame her for being too kind of mad at me. She is also pregnant right now, so I feel like she's got other things to worry about, but she's deceitful, merciful, and has an infection, so who knows. I'll have her tailed immediately. We have a little bit of money. We can do this. We'll just double-check and make sure that there's no funny business. Okay. Okay, the war's over. Peace between those guys. This is perfect. I'm going to immediately send my fastest chariot straight into Palha before those other guys get there. I should have probably left someone there just in case, but this is fine. Supply shortage is done. Are we good? We can take this now. All right. My machinations have succeeded, as they always do. Okay, let's go ahead and support these chariots who have inexplicably lost 25 men for no reason to get that back there. Scholar of the Divine. Masamua Ahmed has, by all accounts, remained a Scholar of the Divine man for much of his life. It caused some embarrassment, therefore, when he was discovered extorting a local temple to an egregiously unreasonable degree. Before reprimanding Masamua, it must be said that it would be expeditious to our efforts to influence him if we were to brush this under the table. Okay, so we can gain 10 corruption, which we would lose pretty quickly. By pretty quickly, though, I mean... let's see. So 6 months would be about 1 corruption, so it'd be about 5 years of corruption loss. And in the meantime, we'd have 10 corruption, but it would be decreasing. Or lose some loyalty on this random guy. This is basically free. I don't think, given my high PI gain, I don't think the corruption, given the negative impacts it would have on my core provinces, I don't think it's worth it, even though this is probably mathematically justifiable. I don't really want to gain corruption on my king if I can ever avoid it. A slap on the wrist ought to suffice. Okay, and I also missed doing this a few months ago. Whoops, let's go ahead and grab Timanis. There it is. We can now go ahead and grab Control Malati, getting 5 Asatan citizens in Zarzuti. That's not really where they should go, but we also going to claim on Salusa from that. We also grab this for losing, and lose, I should say, 2.5 AE nice and freely. Very good. The way this mission tree, like, spawned is really kind of absurd. Like, it's just really good luck on this one here. All right. Now, I do want to also build some cities, because I want to grab the city stuff in the mission tree. Probably. But actually, getting the extra city building slots from that investment may have, well, I don't know. I guess I don't know if I actually want to do this or not, because it's gonna slow down completing the matter of West Taurus. I'll think about it. Either way, we have here some wood. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Everyone wants my wood. There we go. Now we can take Palha. Alright, back with the main force. Plot espionage thwarted. The tale we placed on Yarawea has swiftly detected and was swiftly detected, angering the consort and causing a minor scandal at court. There is now little hope of learning anything using such methods. Let us hope there is no truth to the treasonous whispers. Okay. Hopefully, I mean, is this really my heir? Oh boy. Can no one be trusted? Maybe I will legitimize that illegitimate child after all. I guess he's younger, so it wouldn't really improve things, but I will. Alright, do I do an assault? I kind of want to. But I'm not going to gain a lot of population from this, so I might not actually lower and re-raise. I might just keep it going. I also don't have any manpower right now, so... But then again, if I lowered and re-raised, I would get around the manpower. How promptly am I trying to actually conquer Seleucia? Seleucia is non-Occitan, but I will need it for my mission. 15 PI from that. Well, we're gonna be entering non-Occitan areas anyways. I think we're gonna not lower the raise. We're just gonna move on to attack Seleucia right away. So let's not do an assault. We're almost there. No need to rush. Plot danger recedes. The tension between King Ukura and Yarawea seems to have been abated, and the vile murmurings of treason have disappeared from the stoa of the palace. Perhaps the matter was simply a poor attempt at humor, or indeed the consort may have come to her senses. One less thing to worry about. Okay, that is a relief. That would have been a real curveball to this campaign right at the start. But yeah, looks like we're getting away with that one. The sacking of Tatuus. Now let's remember that Tatuus is not a Occitan city, but it is still in my culture group, so there's a question of do I want to keep it or do I want to destroy it? Like, what's the plan here? The other question is Tatuus or is Mamigian actually the port location? I can't tell. I think it's Tatuus. Yeah. I think this is Tatuus. Sometimes they're really close to the edge, and I think this one is Tatuus. So I will keep Tatuus probably as the provincial capital of the lower Eurymedon. So I don't really want to destroy it that badly. I'm going to say let the looting be gentle. Ukura, the first Takis, has led his men to glorious victory during the siege of Tatuus. The enemy fleeing disgrace, and all that is left is to decide on how to treat the residents within. Needless to say, these spoils of war like that cause us back and Asita to admire Ukura greatly, believing such wealth in the hands of one man could cause problems in the future. Yeah, let the looting be gentle. Very nice. And there we go. We can just go ahead and take this immediately. Okay, let's go ahead and take this deal. 5 AE for this one, but we are nearly at 0, more or less, so I'll take it. Okay. Alright, my king, the Luwian local power of Tatuus, accepts our generous peace offer. Tatuasian, I should say, lower Meles to Asita, and Tatuasian lower Eurymedon to Asita as well. After a protracted conquest, we have finally routed the Tatuasian armies and laid waste to their lands. During the sacking of their capital, many important prisoners were taken, many of them having previously held important positions in the Tatuasian court. They now languish in our dungeons, awaiting whatever fate we decide to impose upon them. I'm going to go ahead and just do the standard bit of business here. And I'm going to probably set up the colony for the Tatuasan population in this location here in Tatuus. Will the game intelligently, beautifully handsomely. Oh, this game is gorgeous. This game makes me smile every day. And that's actually probably true, but found a colony in Tatuas. Let's just go ahead and do it before the game changes its mind and picks some random location. The best way to ensure lasting loyalty in the region will always be to send those we trust to rule it for us. Let us send a number of trusted Ocitan men and women to build a new life deep in foreign territory. So Tatuas will gain colony for the rest of the game, migration attraction +2, and pop simulation speed +10%. Those are the main things I want from this. The province will lose a little bit of loyalty, but that's fine. Ocitan pops from all over will be sent to found the colony in this location, and the culture gains colonial occupation, reducing their integration speed and their culture happiness. That's completely fine. And we gain colonial ventures for 36 months, reducing our tax rate. That's completely fine. Alright, Tatuas, an Ocitan colony. The arrival of Ocitan settlers has hardly endeared the local population to us, but the foundation of a colony in this area is without a doubt the best way to exert control here in the long run. Soon, even the local Tatawasan inhabitants will see how our city will prosper and surpass any previous settlements that they may have had in this area before the land was confiscated. Alright. The city is still on fire and we're colonizing it. Look at that. Okay, with that done, let's lower our forces here. No, we're not doing that. I almost just committed a grave error. Alright, let's swing back around down here. Actually, you know what? Let's swing all the way to the deep forest of Pajarawas, because I can declare war while in uncolonized land, and just go for Salusa right away. They've got no allies, and they're also at war with Apathy, so we need to get there first. Okay, that looks feasible. If we get there and then this is under siege, we'll back off and change the plan a little bit, but I think that's fine. Alright, any buildings around here? We got a plantation here with the fruit. We'll come back to that. Okay. I want to keep this plantation. Now, in terms of settlement buildings, for this tile here, we could do a fishery. Well, let me just go over all of them. We got ports; those work the same as in cities. Farming settlements, they improve pop capacity and civ level, 25% and 10% respectively, 50% more monthly food modifier, and 10% freedom desired ratio. Provincial legations increase civ level by 5%, pop migration speed by 75%, and pop simulation speed by a flat 0.20. Fisheries increase pop capacity and civ level the same as a farming settlement, although they provide 5% less civ level. They reduce the slaves needed for local surplus by 4, increase the monthly food modifier by 40%, and they give 5% freeman and tribesman desired ratio. Forts work the same that they do everywhere, they're just forts. Tribal settlements increase pop capacity by 25%, they reduce civ level by 5%, but they add 40% tribesman output, 20% tribesman happiness, and 10% tribesman desired ratio, while plantations, which is what we have here, 25% population capacity, 10% local civ level, -6 slaves for surplus, reduces the food from the tile by 40%, reduces the freeman desired ratio by 10%, increases the slave output, and increases the slave desired ratio. This is definitely what I want to build in my food-producing settlements. As long as I can get away with having a bit less food, I'm sure that I can in this scenario. So we're going to keep the plantation there, and probably move slaves here, to be completely honest. Is that a localization mistake in Bronze Age Reborn? Slave is not capitalized. Interesting, okay. Alright, let's disallow slave promotion and move some pops over here from Tatuas, actually, I think. And let's move over Ocitan pops, because we want Tatuas to mostly have Tatuasan pops that it can assimilate. And I guess we'll move the rest from Tatuas as well, actually. What do we have now? We need 2 more. Okay, there we go. That's 9. Am I getting the second fruit or what? Oh, hold on. I'm at 9 pops, not 9 slaves. Alright, let's add 4 more. Whoops. There we go. Okay. And then let's go ahead and do some of this. Whoa, she was super valuable. I don't know why that was, but that might be one of the most valuable prisoners I've ever seen. It's like 17.50 or something. Holy moly. Okay. Trade with Asopos, who we can reach somehow. And trade with Costa. So yeah, we can reach a whole new set of markets out here, which means I should check and see any trade routes. No. But I might be able to reach something new. I can reach one copy of Dyes, which I probably do on a lockdown. Yeah, I can reach these guys. It's valuable, and local noble happiness certainly isn't bad. Plus double Dyes means national noble happiness 8%, a very powerful bonus. And do I actually want to... I think I want to keep the livestock surplus going, to be honest. Let's bring that back in. Also, I joked earlier about not having any lack of fish, but no one has fish to sell, oddly enough. Alright. We allegedly have a civil war brewing. Okay. Let's give it maybe a monthly tick and double check that. I'm a little unsure about that. Let's go to... Actually, it's fine. It's not a huge difference. Okay, as I expected, it's not that bad. This should go away after a tick, maybe, or maybe after a few days. I think we should be fine. And with my money that I just got here, I probably want to improve some of my tiles. Actually, you know what? I also think I should set this place, well, it is mostly not Asitan. Yeah, this is the main problem here. I'd probably need to do some... I should have done... I didn't even think about this. I could have done Anabasis back there. I guess I could turn around and go do it now. But I think I can get this under control. I don't want to spend that much PI. Let's set this to... I want to demote the people here for sure. Set this to harsh treatment. This will get this under control and demote those nobles and citizens faster. I think that's going to be necessary. A ruler is born. A son has been born to a Kura. We were told the baby is named Tipperui Takis. Tipperui Takis. Oh. Well, I guess that was his name. Shoot. That's a shame. In mourning, yeah. Yeah, can't blame you. I think we're gonna get here in time. A loyal subject. Our ruler's efforts to influence Manatawiya Harsiotis are well underway. In a jovial mood, Manatawiya approached King Ukara, suggesting that a formal declaration of our loyalty and commitment to the court would be a fine way of showing our appreciation. We remain unconvinced this is a politically sensible move. So this is pretty good, because not only can I get 36 PI if I spend 10 stability, I can get the inverse and lose loyalty and gain 5 stability. This is 100 billion% worth it. Next time, perhaps. Loyalty on this random character who doesn't matter at all, but 5 stability, incredibly, incredibly powerful. And in fact, this probably, not quite, maybe on the tip, but it should get that under control nice and soon here. Oh, these guys actually went to peace? These guys just conquered this one tile. What is that deal? Okay, that's bizarre, but that's fine. This is still the best way to go about it. Also build a peacekeeper here. Actually, you know what? Getting a theater here might not be a bad idea. Yeah, these guys are... Well, I mean, these guys are largely Asitan now, or more majority Asitan now. we're gonna need to keep it on harsh treatment while there's still nobles and citizens up here. Let's see. I think we should build a theater here. This will speed up the assimilation here in the city quite a bit. Well, I only have so many slots. Let's save my money for now. Think about it further. Oh! What's happening up here? Oh, that's the Seleucid army. Well, that's pretty bad timing. They're actually black flagged coming in the Barren land here. Also, their garrison is not on full, so that's unfortunate for them. They may turn it back on and get a little bit of recovery. Yeah, there's 50 man of recovery, but it's not going to be enough. Alright. Let's just siege this slowly. I guess I can probably just do an assault, actually, with these numbers, to be completely honest. But do I... Well, yeah, I think I do, actually. I actually have a war declaration on these guys as well because they took Seleucid land. This is actually pretty nice. They just gave themselves they just gave me a way to fight them. Okay. I don't really want to actually go into this area though, but I will try to take this back from them. Which means I shouldn't do an assault here. Actually, you know what I should have done when I saw this? I should have attacked them first, gotten the deal, and then attacked Seleucia, and then I could have assaulted. I guess I could turn around and get this now. I can declare the war while I'm in this war. Doesn't seem like the best way of doing it, though, because I probably would need to actually siege their Mountain Valley fortress, so let's leave it be. No need to overcomplicate this. I'm also going to save all of my PI now in preparation for Divine Sacrifice. Well, okay, no, I'm a little early for that. It's going to be 93 for that, so we're still a ways away. Okay, I might have to do a Invoke Devotio. I think I might, actually. Let's do one Invoke Devotio. In times of peril, a great leader vows to succeed at all costs, even their own death. Also, I think I will grab... Let's see... I will grab the bazaar over here. Yeah. Need more citizen desired ratio. Shortage, okay. 1.9, alright, we're getting there. Someone further away. What I will do, I'm going to build up my PI a little bit and then keep it closer to 50. I try to avoid being at zero PI as much as I can here. fine. I want to do some of this. Actually, you know, it's trending up as my stability improves. I'm probably going to lose a little bit of stability soon. Nah. Well, hold on. Let's not be too hasty. It's only... Oh, you know what? Actually, it's monthly tyranny. It's not one tyranny cost. Yeah, let's leave it alone. Shortage, all right. He's looking pretty good. Twisting the knife. Ukura the First Takis has reasons only known only unto himself, has begun to view family head Kuturi Hasiotius with jealousy and distrust. Even having them in the same room as one another is bound to result in hostility. Alright, well, the rivalry didn't actually cause too many problems, so I could spend my PI to get rid of it, but I'm just gonna ride it out. How bad could it get? Okay. Getting there. So Lucy will be a city. I'm already planning out my coastline here. Happy Warasa is a pretty good spot because it has a port tile. Although Hapiti is a better because it's a farmland. Although, that being said, 10% pop capacity versus no bonus for that. Local Civ level. And also sleeves needed is reduced. But the port slot opens up the benefits of having ports, which I do think outweigh the benefits of being a farmland but non-port coastal tile. Also, we have livestock versus... I could have a grain farm there. I suppose that's fine. Supply shortage. Here we go. Alright, the sacking of Seleucia. Ukura the First Takis has led his men to glorious victory during the siege of Seleucia. The enemy flee in disgrace, and all that is left is to decide on how to treat the residents within. Needless to say, these spoils of war like that Causos back, and Asita to admire Ukura greatly, believing such wealth in the hands of one man could cause problems in the future. Okay, so this is not a Asitan city. So, and these guys are, yeah, they are still of my culture group, so that's fine. I think I probably want to try and set up a colony here. Well, I guess I can't because I have Clino Ventures, but I will later want to. Let's see. This should kill the two nobles, which would make this a lot easier to deal with. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for the middle option because it says it's going to kill the two nobles, which will make this a way easier province to manage the loyalty of. Let the men roam freely. I don't normally pick this middle one. Usually I just pick the one that has the least damage or the one that makes the most money, but let's let them roam freely. Okay, it actually killed one noble and one freeman, but it did kill one noble, so I am on board with that plan. Let's go ahead and let this whole thing wrap up, and we proceed north to take on Apiti. Alright, here we go. The first and only Asitan Seleucian War. Here it is. Seleucia to Asita. 3 more AE. Alright, my king, the Luwian local power of Seleucia, accepts our generous peace offer. After a protracted conquest, we have finally routed the Seleucian armies and laid waste to their lands. During the sacking of their capital, many important prisoners were taken, many of them having previously held important positions in the Seleucid court. They now languish in our dungeons, awaiting whatever fate we decide to impose upon them. Imprison their leaders, let the rest disappear. Okay, and that is going to be a good stopping point for this episode of the Asita Campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.